And it is time for round 2 between ITL and no, it's not. Pause time. And we are back with the second round of ITL versus Clan McCart. Clan McCart, of course, is on defense this time around, and I didn't even manage to go over their rosters or over really a lot about this game, but let's do the rosters right now while the game is going to start. Yellow Cake on the Medic for defense, Scene on the Sniper, Justin Observer, the Scout, Xeno Cyber, the Pyro. Stigma right now is their Engineer, Jordan their Soldier, Kella on the Heavy, Zarlor on the Spy, and they're missing Nea right now, the Demo Man. That's what's going to happen, though. Scene manages to knock out Sakimoto-kun. I got the name right this time. I like the Spy's route here, and we will go over to Blue roster in just a second when there's a little bit less going on. He does finally get taken out, but of course that is just a dead ringer, so he's coming around the side here, seeing if he can't get some damage put down. He is spotted, though. I think he may be able to take this Engineer down. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Looks like we've got... wow, an Uber pushing all the way back to spawn. I'm not actually sure if I like that Uber positioning, but we'll see what happens. Kella could use this for a really good ambush position. Oh, sorry, guys. So, yeah, using that ambush position as well as she can. She will probably get taken down here in a minute, though. But there you go, a quick first capture, actually. And that first cap often goes pretty quickly to the offense, but well done nonetheless to ITL. So let's go over ITL's roster real quick here. On the Medic, Lady. On the Pyro, we've got Sakimoto-kun, and I'm just going to call him Saki, or Sakimoto. I Spy on the Spy, oddly enough. Samson right now playing Soldier. We've got Naked Ape on the Heavy. The Spy, or the Scout is Oyaji, I'm sorry. The Sniper, which I thought was Oyaji before, is actually the TKO. Magikarp on Engineer, and Silk on the Demo Man. I have played with Silk before in lobbies, and he is a great Demo Man. It's always good to see the good Demo Men shine, and hopefully we're going to get to see a lot of that. We've got a buff banner coming down from Samson right now, so dealing a heck of a lot of damage here. Yellow Cake does not have the Uber, but they just can't quite push in and deal the damage they need to. Oh, man, he finally goes down there. That mini-sentry, of course, not going to do anything. So, once again, we've got Clan McCart here really setting up a staunch defense here. Even with only 8 players, they're doing a great job here. But, of course, if they're missing their Demo Man, it's going to be tougher for them to zone out a lot of areas. Blue team is going to, of course, push a lot more forward here. TKO trying to get in position just now. I Spy does go down, but the TKO is getting up closer. He does have a bit of an overheal here, so we'll have to see if he can get into a sniper battle before he goes down below 150 health. Can he get another buff up there from the Medic? Probably not, so it looks like that's going to be it. He's just going to stand here. And, oh, no, he's not going to stand here. Okay, so the Pyro doing a good job of just keeping that area secure for a second. Xeno Cyber making sure he secures whatever he can. Sounds like TKO wants to get some headshots here, see if he can do it. Not quite yet. Trying to headshot a Scout, of course, one of the most difficult things to do. Now, it looks, of course, because this is an STV demo, it looks like he's aiming behind people, but he's actually not. And look at that. Just, you know, the STV demo, of course, makes it look like he's not hitting them, but on his screen, of course, he did get that shot. It's a good shot from him against Scene. He's trying to get back in here. Come on, guys, open the door. Open the door. There's a Pyro here. Oh, wow, that's a really big pick there from Justin Observer, knocking out the back teleporter there at the base. So if they want to set that up again, Magikarp is going to have to walk all the way back, or he's going to have to wait until he dies, which of course he doesn't want to die here, but he may end up dying anyway just because that Pyro. No, okay, the Medic does pick everybody up now, so that's good. Going to keep his team alive, but nonetheless, that Pyro's not going to be there. The teleporter, I mean, not going to be there at all. Uber popped in here, but a counter Uber, of course, popped from Clan McCart. Not sure what that Pyro really thought he was doing there. Nonetheless, a lot of damage could come in here really fast here if they can pop those stickies on top of Kella. Not sure if they can, though. There we go, finally popping it in. Now, can they get the intel in here in time? Yes, they can. And so that is the first time we've seen ITL cap the second point here in about 3 minutes. That is not a bad cap time at all. About 1 minute and 30 seconds per cap, and that's not much worse than the first round for Clan McCart, really. So can they push all the way to last here, bring it back, tie it up 1-1, and put it into an overtime situation? I really hope so, guys, because that would be an amazing game to watch. It's already been amazing so far on CTF HAARP, and this map just making for, of course, there's some probably really turtle-friendly spots that, you know, sometimes teams aren't taking full advantage of yet, because this is a map that's relatively new to just about everybody. You know, it's not a very common map. It is, of course, custom. But there are a lot of turtle-heavy spots in this map, and I think it'll start to look a lot like Dust Bowl after a while. Oh my gosh, that song is going off in my head right now, but I do think that that it's going to look more like Dust Bowl as time progresses and as teams get more familiar with the map. Gosh, I just can't even talk right now. I just think it's going to get worse and worse on turtling, especially on that last point there, like with the Wrangler. But we'll have to see, guys. We will have to see as these teams get more acquainted with each other and more acquainted with the map, whether they can do really well. We're going to see if let's see if we can find the scene cam here real quick to get some headshots. Trying to get some through that little narrow window. Oh, almost gets the medic before the Uber is popped, but he doesn't quite manage to do it. And the Uber's actually popped in a demo man. Looks like they want to get in there and knock out the sentry really fast. Of course, an Uber demo man can just set those stickies in as long as possible. Yellow Cake goes down before popping his Uber. He has dropped it. What actually killed him? Didn't even manage to catch it. It sounded like maybe a headshot or a backstab. So that is a really fast cap there on this first point of the second map for ITL. And wow, I like this. Instead of taking out the teleporter, they're just going to camp it. Doesn't manage to kill anybody there. Finally decide, okay, well, I don't think anybody's going to walk through that teleporter. They would have to be stupid to walk through that. So the teleporter is taken out so that nothing can come in behind them. But let's see if Clan McCart has a good defense set up here. They've got the heavy standing on the point right now, and he is overhealed. They're setting up a dispenser over here on this side. Wonder where the sentry's going to go, though. Not entirely sure. A lot of pressure coming in from the upper side from ITL. They're pushing as hard as they can, dealing a lot of damage right now. Kella, the heavy, of course, still standing there for Clan McCart on the last point. And Scene getting a headshot on Oyaji, the scout. That's never fun to get headshot as a scout. Of course, feels really bad, man. Okay, looks like if they can just drop this Uber, drop the Uber, grab the intel, cap it on there. Looks like they're going to manage to cap the intel. That was fast, guys. ITL putting it together in this second round, so that is a fast cap time for ITL on the second map. It's all going to come down to the last map and whether Clan McCart can really set up a good defense on that first or second point here, because, of course, the longer they delay, the better time they'll have trying to capture all the way through the last in this second round. But ITL going really huge here. Of course, without Naya, Clan McCart doesn't have a demo man. Actually, looks like Justin has gone over to demo. So Justin Observer playing demo man now. And so they don't have a scout. A scout not that important here. He can, of course, get around flanks sometimes. There are some decent flanking routes on CTF HAARP in certain areas. But a scout not usually as important on a map like Dust Bowl as a demo man. Having a demo man out there for the massive, massive damage, all the sticky traps and all of that, trying to zone things out, that's extremely important. So it looks like Justin actually wants to reset his stickies somewhere else. Yeah, he's dropping them down over here now. Those are, of course, visible from inside spawn, so if anybody were to try to walk out there, they would know. But we're going to have to see what happens, guys, on offense. Let's see if we can find somebody good to watch here. Let's watch the scene cam once again and see if he can get a big headshot right out of the gate. He's looking, and I don't think anybody's spotted him yet. But I don't know if he's going to get anything here. Looks like everybody's already walked in the direction they want to walk, so he may not catch anything at all. I Spy here looks like he's using the dead ringer, so he was the first one taken out, but probably not taken out in any sort of important fashion. And oh yeah, using that dead ringer, gets around and takes out Scene. That's an important pick. Scene is a very, very good... Oh my gosh, the Spies both going huge here. Those Zarlor getting a pick on Silk and Naked Ace, so the heavy and the demo man down for ITL right now. At least I think Silk was... yeah. No, I Spy has changed over to iDemo, so Silk is right now... No, he's still playing Demo Man. What am I talking about? What is, I don't know what's going on, guys. People changing their names or something. Anyway, but yeah, Zarlor getting a big pick, but the Spies are just... Oh, going so huge! I Spy gets a... Makes the medic drop. Yellow Cake has dropped Uber, so now, of course, even with their full roster, Clan McCart is going to have a very difficult time holding this first point. They don't have an Uber, so the Uber advantage is going to go to ITL. Wow, huge Spy picks there, using, I think, the Your Eternal Reward. Now, they're trying to keep this sentry up as much as possible. If they can keep that defense up, but while lots of damage coming in right now, just barely manages to get it with a couple of health left, puts the Wrangler on, gets it repped right back up, so he's going to have that thing repaired. But ITL doing a really good job here, pushing around the left-hand side, dealing a lot of damage, just not quite enough. They have lost 3 players right now. What can Silk do here? See if he can get in and deal a lot of damage. Of course, what Silk wants to do is take out the sentry. And wow, actually jumping in there, being really aggressive. It didn't pay off for him, though. If he'd just gotten maybe 1 or 2 more hits there, he would have killed a lot of people or taken out the sentry, or both, because everybody was holed up right here. Spy gets taken out there, so I Spy trying to get in behind everything, but not going to happen. I think they bumped into him, so that's too bad. Wow, and yeah, look at that. They continue to try to jump over here, and the sentry actually can't hit anybody who jumps over because of its positioning there. But nonetheless, there's just death coming down all over the place. Lots and lots of kills. Blue team trying to set up a forward position here on the left side behind this glass, but of course it's very, very visible. The demo man here knows exactly where he wants to put those stickies down, and there goes the Uber. This is an offensive Uber. They know that Blue doesn't have it right now, so if they can kill Blue Medic, that's what they want to do. I don't think they're actually going to get the kill, and here he's just trying to bottle the heavy down, doesn't have any more ammo left, so of course he pulls the bottle out rather than try to reload. Not always the best decision, and he didn't get any kills there. Justin Observer finally goes down, and so does the sentry. Samson takes it down, of course, with the direct hit. Xenocyber here trying to do what he can, but I don't think he's even reflecting all that much in the way of spam right now. We've got a lot of people still standing on the point. The sentry is down, but they've got their teleporter up. So, I mean, they just need to get in here and clear that point out, get a lot of kills. So far, it's not happening. So, Clan McCart doing a really good job here of holding this point despite the sentry having gone down. They've only got a medic and a pyro left, though. The medic's probably going to die here, get taken out, but he does get an Uber Saw hit. No, he is finally taken down by the direct hit of Samson. So Samson getting that, but look at this clutch defense here, guys. I mean, it's just insane. There we go. Finally, and that was, I think they held on to that for a good 3 minutes or so, maybe even 4 minutes. It's 7:03 for the capture time right now, and they're doing a good job of dropping back to their second point. For the last point defense here, we're going to have to see whether McCart can really hold it up to last. Okay, so now that intel's finally respawned, so they can grab it and take it to the last point. On CTF HAARP, guys, we are playing, of course, on a attack-defend CTF map. It's a little bit weird, but I think the format works really well for this map. It can get a little bit turtley at times, but so far we've seen both teams doing a really good job. Now, we've got the Sandman once again being used to stun enemies, and look at this. Of course, ITL is going to have their work cut out for them trying to push down here. Scene manages to knock out iSpy, but iSpy, of course, was using the Dead Ringer. He does get trapped down, though, because he was milked at the same time, so never a good situation to be in when you've got milk dripping off of you. You are not actually cloaked. Wow, and Zardlor managed to get right behind here. He did take a little bit of damage, but he's going to see if he can't get some spy picks, and he is already gone. Being a ninja spy there, that's exactly what you want to do, so we've just got the Pyro standing back and seeing if he can't defend for a little bit. But look at this Oyaji here, the scout for ITL, trying to run in the intel. It's just not going to get very far. The sentry location here, pretty much the same thing. It's just on the opposite side for Clan McCart. So their sentry here is going to be as far back as possible. Of course, they want to... Oh, look at this. Spy trying to get in behind to deal some damage, but he gets picked off as well. But yeah, look at this. They're sitting back over here, Razor back here, so he's not going to have any problems from spies. And they want to try and prevent ITL from pushing as far forward as possible. ITL here, right now, they do have the heavy coming in, but it's not going to be enough here. The Uber was popped just a little bit early, and the heavy didn't get close enough to deal maximum damage. So wow, now we've got Justin Observer here trying to chase down the medic. This is going to be really important if he can get the pick. I don't think he's going to, though. Jumps up here. Can he take out the teleporter? No, he's running around behind now to try and take out Sniper. Just getting whatever picks he can. And of course, Justin, an extremely good scout here. I think this is Justin, yeah. Extremely good scout. Can he? Oh no, finally gets knocked out there by the other scout. That is, of course, Oyaji. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but Oyaji knocking him out. So good job of protecting their flanks, being the rear guard there for ITL. But now we have ITL trying to push him once again. We're going to watch the Kella cam and see if Kella can get any sort of ambushing going on. Not right now. Looks like she just wants to stay upstairs, deal as much damage as possible. Looks like we do have a Demo Man coming in. This is the problem with playing heavy, of course. When a Demo Man's already got a couple stickies under your feet, you're spun up, there's nothing you can do. You're going to get knocked out. And the TKO gets a huge headshot on Yellow Cake. Yellow Cake has dropped Uber once again, kind of standing out there. If, of course, you are standing out in the open, you are putting yourself out at risk for being headshot. If he really wanted, he could just be standing right over here and keeping his team healed up and only Ubering when necessary. That's, of course, what you'd like to see a good defensive medic do a lot of the time. I mean, Clan McCart has some very good players, and they really do like to play with a forward defense, but looking like it's not going to pay off for them this time around. The Uber and the Buff Banner both coming down, so this should be it. I think they're going to be able to cap it. Oh, very, very close. They've got a soldier defending the point right now, but they do finally manage to cap, so ITL caps it with 10 minutes and 6 seconds. Recall that in the first round, Clan McCart capped with a time of about 8 minutes and 30 seconds, so if they can pull the same sort of time this round, Clan McCart should be set. They should be able to get to that last point and beat 10 minutes 6 seconds. But of course, ITL may just not have been ready for them, and this time around they might be a lot more ready. We're going to have to see. ITL could do a very good job here. They pushed in a really good time, I think, considering what happened to them last round. So I think ITL has what it takes to pull this out to a second round, and so they may end up going 1-1 here, and they'll have a tiebreaker round after that. I'm excited to see that, guys, because of course I love casting more TF2. So the longer the game, the better. We've got Scene here just standing here and seeing if he can't spot what's going on for his team. He wants to see where the defense is being set up. Of course, we know better than he does where the defense is being set up. Let's go find it. It is in exactly the same place as before. That's kind of what you want to see. This spot is like the optimal sentry spot. It's going to stop enemies from coming down that hallway, and it's defended from all the other spots. Of course, it's not directly defending the damage or the capture zone, but that's okay. because of course if it were, it would be a lot more exposed. You really just want that sentry to be there to defend the rest of your team. It is a good defensive setup. Okay, so Silk gets a kill immediately on Jordan the soldier, of course, for Clan McCart. It's not a huge deal. Jordan will be coming right back up, and in fact that could have been once again Zarlor coming out there. Oh, look at this positioning from I Spy. That is actually really impressive here. He may end up getting a good kill. He's got to kind of inch his way forward along here, but he was just completely invisible there, and he takes out Yellow Cake. Yellow Cake, of course, on very low health. That was not even a backstab, but takes him out, so that's going to tell Red Team here, let's go ahead and pop the Uber, push out, and they're doing a good job here of trying to push Blue Team back and just buy time as much as they can. They've got plenty of time to build up the Uber while they wait for Yellow Cake to come back and start doing the same thing. They've even got a little bit of an Uber advantage, so it's going to be tough. Sorry, not ITL. But, Clan McCart here trying to come back and get a good capture time, but so far it's just not meant to be. Zarlor going down. Kella's trying to jump in here and take out what she can, but there is just too much spam coming down that corridor. Now finally it looks like, she should have been able to take out that Pyro, but something happened, maybe a little bit of lag there. The Pyro managed to hop back. He was probably overhealed. So once again, they're trying to drop in here, but of course there's just a lot of damage. This is why that sentry is positioned where it is. It's actually a little bit forward, a little bit exposed right now, but Infinite Recursion knocked out. Actually, Nea is not back. It looks like they've brought in one of their alternates. Infinite Recursion is going to be playing Demo Man instead of Nea. Apparently Nea has just disappeared off the face of the earth the rest of this round, so that's what's going to happen. Jordan now coming in the same side he did before, trying to attack here as much as possible, deal some damage, but he makes the same mistake that we saw before, dropping off those stairs. And guys, seriously, I mean, if you're going to make a base, you're going to build something out here, make sure it like fits up to OSHA safety regulations. This is just an unsafe work environment, and wow, we could have even gotten an air blast off the edge there. Didn't quite see that happen, but it would have been hilarious if it did. So once again, Red doing a really good job of defending here. Only about 8 minutes left for Clan McCart to get all 6 capture points, and so far everybody alive right now for ITL. They've got a really good, really strong defensive position set up here, and Clan McCart has just not gotten close enough with all their players yet, have not gotten enough picks. Infinite Recursion falling off. What did I say about safety regulations, guys? This is a terribly unsafe work environment, and I am surprised these guys have not gotten sued yet. The map makers here really ought to be kicking themselves in the teeth for, is that even a phrase? It is now, kicking themselves in the teeth for making this map and designing it with such a poor regard for safety. But look at this, here we go, we've got, looks like the Uber's not going to get popped for either team yet. In fact, they were not even ready, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Finally, Red Team is charged. They're going to try and spam in here with as much stickies as possible, and look at this, they could have done a lot of damage there if he just detonated a couple of those, but he didn't detonate any of them. They all got pushed back, so everybody managed to get out of the way. We've got 2 down right now, the Sniper and the Demo Man down for ITL. Meanwhile, only person down for Clan McCart at the moment is the Pyro, and look at that, ITL actually lost their spy, or their scout. I called every single one of the S classes except the right one. But anyway, Just an Observer walking here, and he's going to have to grab this intel as soon as it respawns. That's what he wants to do. Let's see if Scene can get a big pick here and help his team push forward. Of course, snipers have to stay behind their lines, but we'll see what happens. Is there even anything left to kill? Well, there's some buildings, so I guess why not kill those, right? Infinite Recursion here is already pretty far forward, but oh no! We did have a little bit of a flanking attempt there, I thought, but it looks like it has been taken care of. So Yellow Cake is going to stay alive for just a little bit longer. The medic, of course, and it looks like they've got the intel now, so they're pushing forward. Infinite Recursion walking out here, trying to deal some damage. We had I Spy, though, taking out the engineer. That's actually pretty important. That means this teleporter may not get set up right away for Clan McCart, and they may end up needing it because right now they're down a couple players, and you want those players to get back to the front as quickly as possible. Looks like Clan McCart here walking out. Are they going to have their Uber ready before ITL? The answer is no. But oh, look at this good pick up there, pushing it forward just a little bit and keeping the intel in position. The thing is, that means they're going to have to go grab it as soon as they manage to knock out the defensive position here. And are they going to knock it out? I don't know. This is actually going to be really clutch here if ITL can manage to defend properly. Good sentry location here, but it's not getting repaired right now. The engineer, I don't know what he was doing, maybe grabbing some, maybe upgrading his dispenser or something. So with only a level 1 sentry just now going up, I think this is when Blue Team really wants to push in. It looks like that's what they're going to do. They're going to keep that sentry harassed as much as possible. Recursion doing a really good job there. Not quite enough, though. They do have an Uber ready, but the problem is they haven't pushed it yet, and of course, with only these 2 up right now, wow, yeah, just having an Ubered Heavy in here by himself, not enough. So Yellow Cake is taken out, Kella gets taken out, the only person left alive is the Spy, and of course there's people standing on the point, so he's not going to get that in there. Wow, so this is looking like a much better defense from ITL than they had the first round. Looks like they finally figured something out here to do. Let's see if I Spy can get some really big picks. No, he's just going to get killed by a Scout. Whatever, you know, you can't win them all. Silk here actually gets hit. Whoa, Silk's going to go down as well. No, he's not. Gets out with 1 health. But yeah, I was thinking he was going to go down to that Scout because just an Observer, I've played against him. He's an extremely good Scout. He did end up getting hit by that Sandman, so he got stunned, wasn't able to move very far. But okay, here comes a big push with only 5 players left up. I think the defense may have gotten a little bit out of position there. Just pushing a little bit too far forward with their Spy, their Scout, and all of that. So now, oh man, look at that side stab. That's just some beautiful play there by I Spy. But now it is time, oh my gosh, buff banner blown, I think, for ITL, so they're trying to push back as hard as possible. Kella goes down, Zarlor's down to some stickies, although Zarlor, I think, was using that Dead Ringer. He is just fine. But Kella down once again, and Yellow Cake having to drop back here. Where is he? Where is his Uber? I don't know. He is actually in this really forward position here. They don't like that positioning. Of course, he can't hide if something were to come after him. But it looks like they finally have their Uber ready to go. But popping it on an Engineer, of course, not the greatest of decisions, so they're going to wait here for Kella to get back here. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Kella's now in position, so we should see an Uber popped in here pretty soon. Only 4 minutes left here to cap, though. This is the position that ITL was in the first round, where yeah, here we go. Finally an Uber coming in. This one could be effective, except great air blast there right as the Pyro died. That Pyro, of course, is that Japanese name Sakamoto. Right before he died, air blasted that Uber right away, so managing to protect his team there. Only 3.5 minutes left to cap this point and all of the other maps as well. So I think Clan McCart is in the same position that ITL was in the first round, where they're not going to be able to cap. Even if they do cap this, it's just going to be too difficult for them to get that second round and the third round in like 3 minutes. That's going to be insane. So I think ITL has actually pulled it out. They did a really good job on offense that second round there. And I think ITL, our Tin League champions from last season, are actually going to pull this to a 1-1 situation against the formerly Platinum team of Clan McCart. And of course, both teams are extremely good. Like I said, I've played against them, and they're both fun to play against. Clan McCart especially, I mean, that was what the Ragecast video I've said was about. That was about me playing Medic against McCart and just getting completely owned. Zarlo coming in here with a revolver kill on Silk, so Silk is not going to be... I think Silk was just kind of out of position there, but that's okay. At this point, about 2:45 left. We've got some stickies coming in here, but they're actually getting taken out before they even explode. Kella finally picking up the intel, but that, of course, was all the way back at their base. Oh, never mind. It was back over here. Okay. So they do have the intel sitting over here in a forward position, but only about 2.5 minutes here, and actually less if they want to try to get the intel up to the capture point. So here we go. This is probably the push that makes or breaks the game here. If they can get this, they're still in the game, although it will be very difficult to get them in 30 seconds or less. But if they can't make this push right now, this is going to be it. And that's going to go to 1-1. McCart versus ITL. ITL with an extremely good offense time, and now they're doing a great job on defense here on this second point. The Uber comes in. Looks like they're going to be able to kill quite a bit. So that cap should go down. Only the Heavy left up. But oh my gosh, the Heavy actually with a really clutch defense manages to get taken out at the very end there by Clan McCart's Soldier. Jordan coming in and cleaning up. So Jordan saves the day there. 2 minutes left for McCart. But of course, they have to cap 4 points in 2 minutes. That is an insanely hard thing to do. I don't think they're going to be able to do it. Let's see. Of course, they got the... back when they did this round, they've gotten these points in like sometimes in 30 seconds or less. So let's see, guys. Can McCart go clutch and go 2-0 here in just 2 minutes left on CTF HAARP? Oh my gosh. So nothing crazy like that 6 kill from Zarlor in the first round, but we've had some crazy stuff going on nonetheless. Waiting after the 30 seconds here for our defense to get set up, and everybody will go. So is our defense set up, and where are they set up? That is the question. Looks like we've got the sentry going up here in the point, and ITL, of course, no stranger to defending this second area, but last time they actually let the Pyro just slip around this back area. They don't want to let that happen this time. They've got Sakamoto watching to see who comes up here, and of course all he has to do is right-click mouse 2 just once, and blow anybody off who decides to walk up. So we're going to keep an eye on that as we also watch, try and get a bird's eye view here on the action of what's happening at the front. Looks like the Uber is probably going to have to be forced pop here in just a second. Did Sakamoto get anything? No. Looks like finally the intel's going to walk up to the side here, but Sakamoto just getting out of position. He was not quite patient enough. So it looks like we may have a quick cap. No, we're not. That was a good attempt there. But this time, defense going squarely to ITL. They know your tricks, Cyber. They know what happened to them last round, so they are not letting it happen again. I Spy here, just getting through the teleporter. We're going to have to see if you can get any big picks here. Only 1:20 left on the clock. I'm pretty sure that is going to be it. A good attempt at a pick there, but just wasn't meant to be. Now, he does pull the Dead Ringer out, so he's going to try and come around here and just get another kill, or body block the medic. I mean, whatever you can do, right? So here we go, pulling out the, this is one of the new spy knives. I don't actually know a lot about this knife. Didn't get the kills with it though, so we didn't actually get to see what happens. Lots and lots of players dead right now on ITL. There's only 3 up, so Clan McCart managed to cap in about a minute time, but that's just not going to be enough. And you guys got to briefly see my little poster there of I've got the XTV poster back. So that was Jeff Eckstein himself, his face in my TF2 game now. Yeah, so I think this round is pretty much over. Only 40 seconds left. It is basically impossible right now for Clan McCart to cap all 3 of those points. So it is going to go to a 3rd round, guys. It's going to go to the tiebreaker. Going to be amazing stuff, but nonetheless, they're going to come in here. They're going to Uber in. They're going to at least try to get to that last map. Let's see where the intel is right now. Are they bringing it in? A lot of kills coming down by Kella, and of course, once Kella is on the map anywhere, you can be sure that she's going to get a lot of kills. An extremely good heavy, and coupled with Yellow Cake, who's an extremely good medic, you get to see a lot of that. I don't know as much about ITL because we haven't scrimmed them quite as much, but of course they are showing us what they are made of right now. We're going to try and keep the camera on them for these last 18 seconds here. Of course, it is not physically possible, according to the rules of the map, for them to cap this this second point here. Don't Dead Ringer onto the point. Apparently it's not allowed. There's something going on here. I guess if you Dead Ringer on the point, it causes it to be unable to capped or something. I have no idea. There's something going on with HAARP, I guess, where it's just a little bit strange. Nonetheless, I don't think any of that's happened so far, and that did not affect this round. I mean, this round, really, it was just that second point defense that ITL threw together and managed to hold really, really well. That won that for them, aside from the fact that they threw the offense together much better than they did in the first round. So it is 1-1 basically. I mean, of course right now it's 1-0, but I'm calling it now. It's 1-1 between ITL and Clan McCart. So let's see if TKO can get a big hit here on Clan McCart. Looks like he just wants to wait for somebody to try to grab that intel. He may not end up getting it though. And can they cap it? No, the intel, or that jumping soldier there pushed right back. Uber just standing out here on top of the intel. No, sir, you can't cap this. This is our intel. So there you go. ITL wins the second round, guys. We are going to come right back with the third round, of course. But now that I say that, you guys need to check out my Justin TV channel. That's justin.tv or twitch.tv/fatmop. I also do casting for XTV Esports, so check them out as well. And if you guys want your demos casted, all you have to do is send them to salamancer.tv@gmail.com. I will do every attempt to cast as much as I can because I love casting TF2. So we'll be right back, guys, with the third tiebreaker round between ITL and Clan McCart.